Hola everybody, I'm getting a late start to vlogging today. Flynn stole my camera and so who knows what kind of footage I have on this SD card right now. I bought some weird drinks that I'm going to be trying throughout the day today. It is Tortilla Talk Tuesday, so I'm going to be answering your questions with minimal editing. You guys asked some great questions. I'm very excited to answer all of them. But the first drink of the day is prickly cactus water, wild strawberry and hibiscus. Ta-da! Since everybody has been making fun of me for drinking only Coca-Cola, and by everybody, I just mean snooty people in Los Angeles and New York City, because luckily you guys, my people, all told me it's not weird that I drink Coca-Cola. That's another thing. Some of the comments were like, I like that you say Coca-Cola, that's so funny. And I'm like, you know what? I only say Coca-Cola because when I just say Coke, people make some stupid joke about how I want to do drugs. Who I really want Coke right now. People are like, oh my God, you want cocaine? Like, you just can't win. Anyway, I'm on a journey to see if there's any other beverage that is as delicious and delectable and perfect as my favorite guilty pleasure beverage, Coca-Cola. Is there really cactus in this? I have no idea what to expect. Is this gonna be sparkly? Is it gonna be sweet? Very interesting. It tastes like what I would imagine like bath water would taste like if it was like really chilled. Like it tastes soapy, it tastes clean, tastes like kind of lotiony. Tastes like I should be using it on my body to smell better, but not be putting it into my body to feel better. Do you know what I mean? Not my favorite, but I'll see you guys a little bit later when I choose the next drink. Okay, I'm gonna try one babe. Kombucha, Hawaiian Pog, passion fruit, orange and guava. That sounds like it's gonna be so good.
Good?
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like something that would make a really good cocktail if I liked cocktails. Like, wouldn't that be good with like vodka or something?
No, it just tastes like kombucha.
It does not taste like kombucha. It's not spicy.
It's organic.
All right, babe. Just changed because we're gonna record the podcast soon. But right now I'm trying to quickly write a song for the podcast. Wait, actually I can't film this because this video is gonna come out before the podcast does. So actually, never mind. I'm gonna go keep writing this and then watch the podcast tomorrow to hear the song I'm writing and then, okay, goodbye. Well everyone, I just went pee and as I was pulling my pants back up, I realized my underwear was on backwards. Not only was it backwards, but it was inside out. I don't even know how that's possible. No wonder it's so uncomfortable today. And I didn't even fix it. I was like, you know what? I think that's how it should be today. It feels like that kind of a day. So that's what it's gonna be. An inside out backwards underwear day. Okay, I found my other drinks, but some of them are not cold, which is just a travesty because I won't drink any beverage unless it's literally frigid cold. So I have a cup of ice, but the first one is an Olipop or Poppy, I guess. I don't know the difference. This is an orange cream soda. And I'm curious if this will taste like a creamsicle, you know, those yummy popsicles. So let's try. Cheers. Ooh, ugh. Dang it. Okay, this one was really good at first, and then I didn't like it, and then I hated it. But I loved the first taste. The first taste reminded me of a creamsicle, like popsicle thingy. But then the other tastes after it were kind of like chemically gross. The ice is good. That would make a really good Italian soda. Isn't Italian soda where you like put some sort of cream, heavy cream or something over soda? Is that a thing? I think that's a thing, and I think it's really good. I feel like that drink would be an amazing Italian soda. Okay, the next one is chilled, and this one I'm terrified of. It's banana cream. Are these all super normal? Have you guys had all of these before? Oh my God, a crow. It's like, what are we talking about, girl? Wow, that's really gross. It tastes like banana candy, which how come the banana flavored things doesn't taste like the flavor of banana? When I taste a banana flavored drink or a banana flavored candy, it tastes like the banana flavor, but it doesn't taste like a banana. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Okay, I hate that with a fiery passion. That is actual poison. And this is the last one I'm gonna try today. This is a lemonade. Oh, sparkling lemonade, gaggy. Tangerine lime, imported from France. Very, very fancy. Guys, I'm trying all the different things to see if there's anything that I will really, really enjoy more than Coca-Cola. So far, it's been a bust. I like sparkly drinks if it is Coke, but if it's anything else, I don't want my water to sparkle. I feel like if my water is sparkling, you guys are falling. When I drink sparkling water, I don't feel like I'm getting hydrated. And the only reason I ever drink water, because I hate the taste of water, it's to get hydrated. But if the water is sparkling, I feel like I'm not getting hydrated. I know I am, but like I don't feel like I am. Does that make sense? Here's the lemonade, tangerine, lime, whatever. very, very faint. Like, it's not a very strong flavor. It's kind of good. It would make a nice popsicle. Like, I kind of want to freeze it, but it's not like good. It's also not sparkling. I guess I see bubbles in it. I see sparkles, but like, it doesn't taste sparkling. Man, I really just don't like anything but Coca-Cola. I'm sorry to say. That's just the truth. I'm gonna go record the podcast. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, I'm wearing my sweatshirt backwards. I was just about to answer all your questions, and I was like, my sweater feels so weird tonight. Like, all night I've been pulling on it. It's because it's on backwards. Wow, I'm a mess. I clearly don't know how to put clothes on today. Anyway, let's answer some of your questions, and maybe then I should just go to sleep. Sunny said, new subscriber here. Hello, Sunny. Where would someone leave Tortilla Talk Questions, and is this a weekly thing? What does tortilla mean? Questions just related to food? Thank you so much for asking. Sometimes I forget that anyone new would ever be coming to watch my channel. I just assume everyone watching has been watching me for like 10 years. But it's very exciting to hear that there's people who are new here, who don't know who I am or what I'm doing. Like, that's very exciting to me. Usually my vlogs are pretty edited. I work really hard on them. But on Tuesdays, I upload a video that isn't as edited. It's more raw and just kind of like a chit chat, hangout, like feels like a FaceTime with a friend kind of a video. And I'm not quite sure exactly when I started doing Tortilla Talks. I'm pretty sure it was during the pandemic when we were all in lockdown and I started vlogging every day. And I have this blanket that looks like a tortilla. And at night, sometimes I would wrap myself up in the tortilla blanket and I would just chit chat with you guys on my vlogs, and I called it Tortilla Talk. Now, every Tuesday, I do a Tortilla Talk Tuesday. So this video is me just kind of hanging out and answering your questions. And you can ask me questions in the comments section. Welcome to the family. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying being a subscriber and I haven't bored you away yet. I loved this comment. Abby said, I just saw a perfect craft for you. Take a photo of a beach you've been to, then put rocks you've gotten from there as the shore in the photo. You could even watercolor the picture part. I love this idea, but it inspired a different idea where I kind of want to do an entire picture of just rocks on a canvas. It would take me literally forever to do, and I definitely don't have time. But I'm sure some night I'll stay up until 5 in the morning just gluing rocks to a canvas. But I love this idea, so thank you for giving it to me. And when you see the final product, know it was from you. Envision Ambition said, did I hear Wesley say he wants to be a clownfish for Halloween? That is going to be so cute. Yes, Wesley really wants to be a clownfish. So Flynn pretty much has said from the beginning that he wants to be a cuttlefish. Macy keeps changing her mind. She wanted to be a kitty cat, then she wanted to be a princess, then she wanted to be ballerina, and now a queen / ballerina. I'm not quite sure. She also wanted to be Bluey at one point, so I don't know what she's going to end up being, but I did buy her a ballerina dress because that is what she's been asking for a few days consistently now. Wesley initially wanted to be a ballerina, and then he switched his mind to a clownfish because clownfish is his favorite fish. He loves clownfish. I actually got him a clownfish costume, and he tried it on earlier, and he loved it, and so I'm really excited for Halloween. What do you think? What are you?
A clownfish.
Natalie said, Tortilla Talk, how have you coped or helped your anxiety? This is a great question. If you have an answer, please tell me. I have pretty bad anxiety, and it got worse when I became a mom, and that's actually when I started going to a doctor pretty consistently for my brain. I was diagnosed with postpartum anxiety after I had Flynn, and then anxiety has just kind of festered and grown since Flynn was born. So obviously do not listen to me because I don't know what I'm talking about. Please always get medical advice from a doctor and not from me. But I can talk about my personal experience, and what has helped me cope with anxiety is therapy, medication, finding a hobby that feels calming to me. A lot of people like meditation, but I've never been able to get into traditional meditation. So I meditate in a different way. My meditation is going to the beach and looking at rocks. I could do it for hours. I feel like my brain turns off. I don't think about anything else. I'm just happy and calm. I also feel like that a lot of times when I'm crafting. So I think finding a hobby or something that you love that makes you feel calm and your brain just turns off, like if you have anything like that, cling to it. And honestly, something that has helped me a lot is trying to help my children learn how to regulate their own emotions. I feel like oftentimes as a mom, I don't prioritize my own mental health, but of course I always have time and make time for my kids, to help my kids. So obviously my kids throw tantrums just like any kid, and I have found that it's really hard to try to help them regulate their emotions and calm down when they're in the moment. When they're upset and they're throwing a tantrum, pretty much nothing's gonna calm them down. So I try to teach them self-soothing techniques when they're not freaking out, so that when they are freaking out, hopefully their mind and body will remember to do those self-soothing techniques. And it has started working, which is really exciting. I've been doing this thing with the kids a few times a week where right before bedtime, we have calm time. It's literally just 5 minutes at night, and we talk about different ways to like calm down. So I have this like card with like all these different facial expressions, like emotions, and we talk about what the emotions are and how you feel when you have them. Angry, sad, frustrated, excited, etc. And then we just do different things like breathing. Like we'll say, okay, take a deep breath like a pufferfish, and we all take a pufferfish breath. Taking a deep breath and blowing out candles on the birthday cake, or standing up really tall and reaching for a star, stretch as high as you can and catch a star and then put it down on your toes. And, just like little things like that that are just stretching your body, breathing deeply, humming a song. Flynn, sometimes I'll have him close his eyes and I'll tell a calm story of like, okay, imagine you're in the ocean and there's a jellyfish. Just like talk about beautiful things in the ocean, talk about the sounds and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, now the kids, whenever they get upset, say, oh, take a pufferfish breath, and they'll stop screaming to go, and then they're so much calmer, and I've started doing it. Like I'll feel myself get frustrated and I will take a pufferfish breath. Like it's crazy how it's just like a silly little thing to try to help the kids not have little temper tantrums, and it's actually helped me to not have temper tantrums, and it's helped me with my anxiety just to remember to stop and breathe, stop and stretch my body, close my eyes and imagine a calm place. The techniques I'm teaching my tiny little kids, it works on adults too apparently. So that was a very long-winded answer. I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. Elizabeth said, Tortilla Talk question, thank you for sharing your journey through motherhood with us. As a new mom, it's so helpful. Thank you. You guys have shared your journeys with me, which is the only reason I'm able to get through all this. Then Elizabeth said, can you tell us anything about your project with Todrick and his new musicals? I am very confused about this. My project with Todrick? As far as I know, I don't have a project with Todrick. Did he say we have a project together? Did I say we have a project together? But I do know that he's working his butt off right now on some musicals and just a million things. So he's busy with a lot of projects, and I love him dearly. I think he's wonderful, and I'm so proud of him and everything that he's been doing. And maybe someday we will have a new project together, but I don't know which one you're speaking of. So thank you for manifesting a project with Todrick. Hello, CMB XOXO said, Tortilla Talk question, what made you overcome your fear of giving birth? I'm due in March with my first and I'm so nervous. Totally normal and understandable to be nervous. It's a nerve-wracking thing to give birth. I think for me, my pregnancies were so horrible that birth didn't sound that bad anymore. Like I was always scared of birth my whole life, but then once I went through my pregnancies, I was like, there's no way birth is worse than this. So I don't care what it is. I just want to not be pregnant anymore. So I know that's not a helpful answer, but I can only speak from my own personal experience. I think just having no expectations going into the birth, just knowing I'm gonna work hard to make sure this baby comes out safely, and I didn't have any plans in my head of how it had to go or what was going to happen or the horrible things that could have happened. I was just like, I'm just here, I'm gonna have a baby. I just gotta trust that my body knows what it's doing and that the doctors know what they're doing, and just let it go and just let it happen. And that mindset for me was helpful. But there's a lot of women that would not be helpful for at all. Nobody knows you and this baby better than you. So my best advice would not be to listen to me, but it would be to trust yourself. If you need to have a plan, then get a plan, girl. If you're the type of person who just needs to like, I don't know, I don't want to think about it, I just want to trust everyone around me, then do that. Your birth and your experience is so unique to you, and so you just got to make sure that it's what you need and what you want. But you're going to be great. You're going to be great. It's going to be great, and you're going to have a sweet little baby, and it's going to be wonderful, and I'm so excited for you. Chaz said, Tortilla Talk question, pumpkin pie or apple pie? Do you think of pumpkin as the flavor of fall or apple, or both? I love baking with pumpkin and just eating raw apples. I love seeing all the pumpkins and gourds and variety of apple flavors. I love this comment, it's so specific. Pumpkin pie or apple pie? Oh, it's such, I'm really upset about this because I like apple pie better than pumpkin pie. And I'm so sad because I don't like pumpkin pie and I really want to like pumpkin pie. Oh man, it's such a bummer because I love the idea of it. I love a pumpkin spice latte, but anything else pumpkin flavored, like a pumpkin cookie, a pumpkin flavored biscuit, a pumpkin flavored pie, like I just do not like it. I don't like the texture of it. It's like mushy or something. I don't know. I'm not a pumpkin fan, but I think they're really cute and I like the aesthetic. But I do think of pumpkins with fall. I don't think of apples usually. I mean, apples are very fall, but when I think of apples mixed with fall, I'm thinking of like an apple candle or eating a crisp, like Honeycrisp apple. I don't think of baking an apple pie. Does that make sense? Did that answer your question? Annabelle Martin said, we know and love you for crying at things. I'm the same, LOL, but which films specifically make you cry? Okay, I'm not a big film watcher. I haven't seen a lot of movies, but one thing that is guaranteed to make me cry, if you put an animal in a film, a cat, a dog, a horse, I don't care what it is. If you put an animal in a film and that animal gets sick, if the animal gets lost, if the animal gets hurt, if the animal gets unalived, I'm out. I'm not well. I literally cannot watch it. I cannot watch an animal like in any sort of pain in a movie. Like I will be a puddle. I will be inconsolable. I cannot see that. Like the first film I thought of when you asked me that was Homeward Bound. Anything with animals, man. Animals, like, oh, that movie. What's the movie with the horse? Black Beauty? Is that what it's called? I've only seen it once and I was very young and I remember bawling. Like I can't watch those. And honestly, I don't like movies that make me cry. You think that I would because I cry so often, but I think because I cry so much, like I don't want to cry more than I already do. So if there's a sad movie, like I literally won't watch it. Like I don't like sad movies. I don't like tragic movies. I don't really like movies, but like if I'm going to watch a movie, it's going to be a comedy. Like I don't want to watch something that's going to make me cry. I don't like that. Sarah said, have you ever heard of the limestone theory with paranormal activity? You mentioned strange things happen at your house and you collect rocks. It's a fun rabbit hole. I am terrified. Limestone theory. Many ghost hunters describe something called the limestone theory, holding that paranormal activity is more frequent in areas where there are large amounts of limestone. Okay, I don't even know if I have limestone. What's limestone? I'm scared. Oh no. Okay, now I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. I'm terrified, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.